Wow, he just took off on that one, and he might have just won the game for him.
What's up?
Started, and we are underway from Miami. And able to get this out to the 25. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by the former Colorado Buffalo, their rookie quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of the team,
I see you.
I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Willis going to throw it right away. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is going to be called in one-handed. Wow. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jordan Waddle, 75 yards. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon.
What's up now?
First play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people haven't even filed in yet from the tape.
Want to put some money on this? Change my batteries. I'm gonna turn on the power glove. Now I hope you guys are having a beautiful summer. Let's get this win. Yeah, we're gonna need to make sure we don't kill any of the clock.
Everyone talks
about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, you spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Willis to try and throw for it. Flush to his right. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2.
If we had $1 for every time we heard a team talk about explosive plays and how valuable they are, we probably wouldn't have to work very much. We just saw a big one there, and then they tried to go explosive again, going for 2.
Yeah, is it a little too risky, you think? Just kick the extra point?
And you know, I'm all about getting points, and if I feel good about my kicker, I go ahead and do that. But that ball at the 2-yard line, going for 2, I think it's awfully tempting for teams nowadays.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in early to make him a starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
Here's Rattler. His first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. And they take possession of football and have it at the 36-yard line. They brought the house that time on a young rookie, maybe a little round through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break up their routes quickly as well.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Again to throw, Willis on second down. He's going to let this go. Back in the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Willis looks to pass it here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Again, it's Willis to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Flushed out right. The ball comes out, and they will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. To throw, here's Willis. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On second and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Ricky Williams, a 3-yard touchdown run. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for 2. They'll look to run for Williams. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short. And they'll come up empty on the try for 2. And as he approaches to kick it off, he might be thinking this could be a 14-0 lead with a couple of PATs as he sends this one away. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is brought all the way back. A final recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff and fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch, mainly into a knockout.
Well, they had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that two-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for two and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
Yeah, that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as you'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
On play action, Rattler. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the longer way out there, but it'll be third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Rattler. Looking left side, he's got a man. That's Pearson. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Oh boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, run. He's got a man, complete. Look at the big man rumble. And all the way in for the Miami touchdown. Donovan Parker, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins continue to pull away here in this first half. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. They'll look to throw. That's caught at the 1. And he is into the end zone to up the lane up 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is a big target to tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Still the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this run. That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounded, but it's second down. Get the connection there. It's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Rattler. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here comes the Lions punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Beckham the return. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Willis will look to throw on first down. Open man, Westbrook Akine. Touchdown! Nick Westbrook Akine. 44 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they like to go for two. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. I'm not sure about the need to go for two, but they get it. And extend this lead out even further. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Or are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And Detroit getting set to go now. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Rattler wants to throw it. He finds his man complete. That's Pearson. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, he's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there forcing a completion.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. To the air once more is Rattler. The Dolphins get there this time and they bring him down. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Willis looking to throw on first down. Looking downfield for Jones. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. 2nd and 10. Willis will look to throw it. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Willis looking to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. And really successful 2-point try to keep him rolling out. I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run it back.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
Now taking over late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. That's up by Jordan Poyer. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
Now Willis. And it's caught. Touchdown Dolphins. John Smith, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins just continue to roll.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble
That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. Will throw it on the final play. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage here by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
The first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, you come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Rattler to the air on second down. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. Well, the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in the second half. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. To the air is Rattler. And again, he'll find Gronkowski complete. And the play is stopped here. Timeout. Is the defense calling the timeout here. So, boy, that's already the third they burn here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the fourth quarter. Rattler looks to throw on second down. He's got Gronkowski yet again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A couple of first downs on the drive already. As they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Gets around him. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 11 yards there, just like last play. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Throwing is Rattler. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. He's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Dolphins will have the football as this is taken out past the 30.
I think everyone who's watching is certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, aren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there. There's still a lot of game left. I don't think that...
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. The second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins extend their lead yet again. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. To throw, here's Willis. It's caught at the 1. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
First, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty tipped-off folks on the other sideline now.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. Really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now this ballgame. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle, 3 yards. And the Dolphins take the first turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Willis looking to throw it. And he's got it. They had on roll. It's shot in the room. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Rattler to try again on 2nd and 10. Open man, Gronkowski complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Now back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Pop. And he's going to have a Lions first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now here's a fake on the jet sweep, and again to Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. On the give, this is their fullback. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Back now in Miami. The Lions on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Here's Rattler now on 1st and 10. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. That was Jordan Poyer, the safety, in for the sack. This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. They'll set up to throw. Throws a quick hitter on the slant, that's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 43. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Rattler now to throw on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and down he goes. Jason Taylor, credit him with the sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Palmer. One thing I think it's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything, Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but
It's caught inside the 25. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is over. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
he may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QB is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worrying about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun. I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this, but to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. It sometimes has a way of catching up with you.
And Detroit back in possession of the football. It's been a tough go for them, and it's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives and just haven't had any points.
Yeah, I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left. They'll go play action here with Rattler. Pass to the sideline and pull it in. And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And I tell you what, Charles, this
Ah, they held the ball too long. Yeah. Alright, I'll try to do it again later today. Have a good day, guys. Bye.